Welcome to 365 Christian Men, where every day we aim to inspire and encourage with real-life stories about men. October 1st, Michael Lindell. Mike made one infomercial and grew his company from 5 employees to 500 in a span of 40 days. By 2020, he had 1,500 employees and has sold 27 million pillows. Mike looks terrific in an infomercial, but his life hasn't always been a smooth ride. Here's the story.
Feed an addiction, and you will be tied to it. Call on the Lord, and you will be free. For a long time, Mike Lindell was really good at failing. He quit college, the grocer fired him, he tried selling pigs, and the hog market collapsed. He bought a lunch wagon and gave away sandwiches for a week. Then he found his niche and owned a bar for 13 years, and he became an alcoholic. Plagued by years of poor sleep, he bought an expensive pillow thinking if he spent more money on a good pillow, he would get a better night's sleep. But the lack of sleep problem had less to do with a bad pillow and more to do with the fact that Mike was an addict. Alcohol, cocaine, crack cocaine, and work. Then one night, during a short stint of sleep, he had a dream. Mike insisted that God had given him a dream about how to design the best pillow in the world. Furthermore, the product and the company were just a platform and a vehicle from God that one day would give him the means to help others out of their addictions. He borrowed $15,000 to start My Pillow. A friend suggested he sell them in a kiosk during the Christmas shopping season. He sold 80 pillows. Then Mike hit bottom. In December 2008, a functioning addict, Mike went on a 14-day weeks. He visited one of his drug dealers who told him he had put the word out to cut Mike off. At about 2:30 in the morning, Mike hit the streets to score another fix. He waved a $100 bill around to buy $5 worth of drugs. No deal. He went home and he found 2 other dealers waiting to give him the same message. One of them grabbed Mike's phone and took his picture. Sunken red eyes, disheveled, dirty hair, and in gray skin. He looked like one of the Walking Dead. The dealers told Mike they were going to see to it that if he died, he would die honest. Let me tell you, addictions are hard work. You're hiding it from everyone, you are lying about it all the time, and you're doing all of that just so you can feed your addiction, Mike said. Mike lied to his wife, he lied to his son, he lied to himself, and he was less than honest with some mafia loan sharks. He lost everything, but he found grace. I had a prayer one night in January 2009. God, I want to wake up in the morning and never have the desire again. In Psalm 50:15, God tells us, "Then call on me when you are in trouble, and I will rescue you, and you will give me glory." The next morning, he woke up to a new life. No craving, no addiction, just an answered prayer. Mike became a millionaire selling the pillow he invented, but he understood that riches in this world are worthless without eternal life. He had not always known how to help others, but he finally realized that it's what he could do. But when he came to understand that passion alone is not enough, he needed to act on what he said he believed. My passion has always been to help people. What a blessing it has been for me to see my dream become a reality. These days, Mike spends his time and money helping the hopeless. He invested $1 million to help produce Unplanned, a movie based on a true story of a woman in the abortion industry. This is a dream come true. Isaiah 64:4 tells us, "For since the world began, no ear has heard, no eye has seen a God like you, who works for those who wait for him. What are you addicted to or relying on instead of God? Is it drugs, alcohol, sports, work, sex, or something else you are hiding and lying about? Every worldly addiction will leave you feeling empty, hopeless, and ashamed. God has not abandoned you. Feed an addiction, and you will be tied to it. Call on the Lord, and you will be free.
Thank you for listening to today's story. Every day of the year, our hope is to inspire you with real-life stories of faithful men who have gone before us. Hebrews 12:1 says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin that so easily ensnares us. Let us run with endurance the race that is set before us." Join us tomorrow for another story at 365christianmen.com.